So your pampered bum has gotten used to the modern comforts of city life. You don't even want to step outside in nature where you were born in the wilderness like I was, by a bear. A bear delivered me. I am always shocked when I go out to my local ravine, just a couple steps away. I'm dead in the center of the city here. Toronto, it's cars everywhere. Homeless people, gunfights. Homeless gunfights. But if you just turn a blind eye to all that violence and mayhem and go down a nature trail, you're gonna see stuff you wouldn't believe.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
You know what's funny? I get out in nature and immediately I was like, there's these hawks, 2 hawks flying very close, and I was like, I'm gonna miss this shot. I'm getting my camera on, I'm pointing, I can't find them. Eventually, I calmed my mind. There were 2 of them off in the distance. I'm pretty sure this is a sharp-shinned hawk. I was like, oh my God, they're big, and there's 2 of them. They were mating in the air. I didn't get it on film, but I swear it happened. We're on the Sony A7S III, of course, with the 200 to 600, and I didn't want to get too close because I was afraid that they were gonna leap for mankind, but I did. I started inching my way close, and they seemed very comfortable with me. He looked down at me, he's like, hey buddy, how you doing? Do you have a mouse? Did you bring a mouse? I didn't. You know, sometimes I bring seeds, but when it comes to like bringing live mice in the pocket, they chew through your pocket, and it's unethical. I'm vegan, of course. Superior to most people. But it's cool to think that you could see this majestic hawk beast just right in the city. Like, I know there's one near my house as well. Like, on an actual side street. It's fantastic. As the golden light backlit my hawk, she looked down at me and said, do you have any rats, maybe? I know you said you didn't have mice, but I would prefer a rat. I don't know why I didn't ask for that in the first place. Do you have one? I'm reaching, aren't I? You probably don't. And to prove there was 2 of them, there's this guy off in the distance. I think that's the male, don't quote me on that. But then I started panning up to the female, and in slow motion it took way too long, so I'll just cut to it, and there's the other one. So immediately we see 2 freaking sharp-shinned hawks, and you're not even outside the city. Then, to my astonishment, I saw a black werewolf chewing a, I'm gonna say, piece of bread or a mango pit. I'm not sure what they eat. Like human blood for sure, but also fruits sometimes. And so there's a werewolf. Cute. This appears to be an orange penguin, one of the rarer hybrids of penguins, coming for a sip of water at the creek. And they're beautiful. Beautiful beings. Rare too. Have you ever seen one? I also managed to capture some robin footage eating sumac, which has never been done before in the history of our world. No one's ever seen this or filmed it. I'm the first. One of the rarest sights. They actually eat those. As funny, as common as robins are, it was nice to see something close up. It's been a long, hard Canadian winter here, and there hasn't been much. It's been a struggle. This video is supposed to be like, you wouldn't believe what you could see out there if you just go. It's like, I've been going for months, and there's nothing. They're all hiding. It's been some long walks where it's like, I'm not seeing anything. But sometimes, not in Canada in the winter, but you'll see a duck. I got some. This is about as close as I've ever been to a robin. He was so close. I was like, oh man, are you gonna let me film you? Can I even focus that close? I could. And I did. Slow motion. And that wasn't slow enough though. We had to get a little 240p action, you know what I mean? Dive at it. Dive, get those worms. Kill those worms. Team vegan, you know what I mean? Come on, kill something. Make it bleed. It's interesting. They grab a bunch of leaves, toss it in the air, hoping to unearth something to eat. Something that wanted to live. And it's a rude thing. Birds are rude. They want to kill you. Mostly what I've been seeing for the whole winter is just duck after duck. You get the odd, like, different looking duck. So we got the mergansers here, and that's always fun, but just 100% ducks. It's a duck village. I always miss them flying off. they do it sometimes. I'm right there and then they take off. I'm like, oh, that would have been cool. I never get that moment. I should be ready, just waiting. And even if I did, I would be in manual focus and I'd be like, ah, goodbye. Or if it was autofocus, the trees are in between me, and it's a frustrating hobby, but I push on. I did actually get some ducks. They were flying, but it was hard. I was autofocusing. It was so cool. They were like circling around me. They gave me like 3 tries to get the shot. They're like, okay, go back. He wasn't ready. He's out of focus. Oh God, what a moron. Okay, here we go. You ready now? Just wide zone here. Okay, we got it. We're doing it. So, good times. But I do remember a time where I had never seen those particular ducks before. That was new to me. So like I kept seeing new things. Every time I went out, it's like, oh wow, there's something new. A fox, an owl, something crazy. And then you see your common things like the cardinals and the robins and the woodpeckers. And it's fun times. I don't mind those guys. To me, when I go out, whenever I see anything, I'm just happy to film it and practice technique and hopefully catch an interesting scene with light glistening off the bird or backlit, or he's just perfectly rule of thirded in a composition coming to a theater near you. It's always fun, no matter what it is, even if it's just a sparrow every single time. It can be fun, and it's always different every time you film the same old creepy things. You got your mysterious grackles hiding there, looking for stuff to kill. They got the evil yellow eyes that symbolizes evil. The beak, it's a witch's beak, and they're evil, but cute, and they puff up at you sometimes. It really is one of the greatest hobbies on earth. It's very relaxing, although very stressful too when you miss your shot and you're out of focus or something. You're panicking. It's very quick. It's fast paced, but then slow paced. You're walking in nature, everything slows down, you're happy. And then it's this speedy, quick, stressful moment where, oh my God, there it is. Ah. It's a crazy mix. The ups and downs. Every bird is special, every moment. It doesn't matter how common the bird, they're always gonna do something fun. It might even be a sparrow suicide death jump, and they just go to their death. They never come back. That's okay. We have to be okay with that. Okay, he lived. That particular one, he didn't. He changed his mind at the end. That's the thing with birds. They can change their mind. Once a human jumps, it's over. You don't just fly at the end, do you? No, you don't. You only get one chance here. So I highly recommend right now, after this video, of course, after thumbing it up and subscribing, you go onto your search engine of choice, look for a nature trail near you, and oh wow, there is one near me. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Bring a camera if you got one, not a heavy one like that. Oh, that is annoying. It's the only downside to the system. It's a little much, a little bit much on the elbows, but you got it. You'll get used to it. I wouldn't mind a smaller setup again. I'm dreaming of an XT5 with the 70-300. Or a GH7 with 200 Leica. So it's a fun hobby. You get to go out in nature, breathe the fresh air, super relaxing, and then bursts of super stress as you miss the shot. It's a good balance. You get exercise, you bring some snacks. Maybe you meet a friend, maybe you meet your soulmate on the trail. Hey, look at you. Look at your camera. Wow. Then you both buy cameras for each other at your wedding. I don't know what people do, but just buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Thank you for doing that. Subscribe for more videos. See you there.